Here are the top questions that I get asked. I feel like this is the stereotype for blind people, that we always have our hand out and we're trying to find where everything is. Now we have dark sunglasses and our canes. This is also what a blind person can look like.
Go.
She doesn't look blind. I just wanted to go over some stereotypes that you guys had about blind people. About less than 10% of blind people are completely blind. That means they have no light perception in their eyes and they can't see anything. Blindness ranges from legally blind, where you can read and even drive, to completely blind and everything in between. There are people who can read in large font, use a CCTV, a magnifier, all the way to using Braille and listening to things verbally. Over 90% of blind people have some sort of light perception. What do you see? I can't see anything in my central and most of my peripheral. I'm able to see light perception all the way on the sides of my eyes, so I can see if I'm in a room and there's a light or if there's a big window. I'm able to see that. How do you look into the camera? So my mom will do a countdown. She'll start at 5 and she'll count down, and I'll pretty much like follow her voice, and then if I'm not looking directly into the camera, she'll be like, look up, look down, look right, look left, until I make eye contact. How do you swim? I swim by using the lane line as a guide. So I'll hit my fingertips on the lane line each stroke, and that's kind of how I know like where I'm at. And then at each wall, my coach or one of my parents will hit me on the head with like this big pole with a pool noodle on the end, and they'll hit me and I know I have to flip or either turn or stop.
Up in hair.
How do you do your hair and makeup?
Go.
I did a whole IGTV video about my makeup, so you guys should check it out. How do you pick out your clothing? So I pick out my clothes mostly by using my mom. She's like my little designer. She'll pick out things that I might like or that would look good on me, and then I'll try them on and see how it feels on and the texture and all that, and see if I like it. Why do you wear goggles? So I wear goggles because even though I can't see the water, it still can get in my eyes. And I wear completely blacked out goggles because I have light perception in the sides of my eyes. So when I'm swimming, I get nauseous and discombobulated. So I wear them completely blacked out. How do you get around? So in my house, I get around by counting steps, and I pretty much am very familiar with my house. I've lived here all of my life, so it's kind of, I know everything. So I'll count the stairs, and it's just, I have the problem when people move things. Then it's a mess. And then outside, I use my cane, which helps me from tripping on things, but I also use a sighted guide because I still don't know where I'm going or anything, so I usually am using a sighted guide.
Go.
How do you read and reply to messages on Instagram? I'm about to show you guys how I use voiceover. It's the same on my iPhone, my iPad, and my MacBook, but I'm just going to show you on my iPad because it's the easiest.
Go.
So,
Hulu.
Hulu.
Audible.
Instagram.
Instagram.
So I'm going to double click on Instagram. So story camera it just says, so I can go news tab. So I'll double click.
Jacqueline_Dosovich lecture IGTV video.
They just like my IGT video.
Macy_May_XX lecture IGTV video.
Like my IGT video. So it tells me exactly. I have it on. Okay, she talks a lot. But I have her on like super fast because that's how I like to listen to it. So I get the information that I need, but low battery. So
10% battery remaining.
10% battery remaining. Close. So it just closed.
Marvel Ray started following you 30 seconds ago.
Oh, and so she just started following me 30 seconds ago. This lady doesn't shut up. Like, she continuously talks. Like, I've wanted to throw her out the window multiple times. But that's pretty much like how I use it. So this is what it sounds like without a photo description.
Photo by Anastasia_K_P. 1 of 3. 3 fingers swipe left or right to see more.
So that's all that it's.
With 1 finger to adjust the value.
This lady, okay. That's all that it says, and it doesn't really say anything else, so.
Like by the _blind_gypsy and others. Anastasia_K_P if you could have your own TV show. What would the title be and who would play you? Question mark. This will be fun. Mine, of course. Being a blind girl will be called walking into walls and definitely an Anna Kendrick 47 because she's hilarious. Bullet. Photo description. Photo 1 Anastasia wearing a yellow sweater and gray hat with her hair down smiling at the camera. Photo 2 Anastasia in a yellow sweater with her hair down and a gray hat throwing leaves with a surprised happy face. Photo 3 is Anastasia wearing a yellow sweater and gray hat laughing as she throws leaves up in the air. Bullet. Hashtag no excuses, hashtag no fan.
So that's what it sounds like with the photo description. That's why I always put photo descriptions, and I think that everyone should put photo descriptions for everyone who's visually impaired so that they know what your picture is. If you enjoyed the video, comment below if you have any questions.